This is Damon McGregor with the Eternal Conversations podcast. This episode is about the Tao Teh Ching, particularly the Stephen Mitchell translation. I've been studying the Tao Teh Ching for about 5 years now. I have handwritten the Tao Teh Ching, one stanza per day. And I have summarized all of the best parts of the Tao Teh Ching. The most relevant parts, I think, to me at least. I condensed it down to one page. One page, just to make it easier. Just to share, to give, to give people here's a page. Check this out. There's more wisdom in this one page than in thousands of years. I find it to be the ultimate truth. It corresponds to at least my particular view and other people's particular views of reality and the way that nature works. So it's sort of like a philosophy, an Eastern philosophy based on the way nature works. It's an observation. There is no God or deity. It is just the observation of the mechanisms of nature. The way nature flows, expands, contracts, operates like a vibration. So I'm going to read my condensed version of the Tao Teh Ching. Stephen Mitchell translation. See the world as yourself. Have faith in the way things are. Love the world as yourself. Then you can care for all things. Do you have the patience to wait till your mud settles and the water is clear? Can you remain unmoving till the right action arises by itself? The master does not seek fulfillment, not seeking, not expecting. She is present and can welcome all things. Returning to the source is serenity. If you do not realize the source, you stumble in confusion and sorrow. Just stay at the center of the circle and let all things take their course. What difference between success and failure? Must you value what others value? Avoid what others avoid? How ridiculous. If you want to be reborn, let yourself die. The Master, by residing in the Tao, sets an example for all beings. Because he doesn't display himself, people can see his light. Because he has nothing to prove, people can trust his words. Because he doesn't know who he is, people recognize themselves in him. Because he has no goal in mind, everything he does succeeds. The master does his job and then stops. He understands that the universe is forever out of control, and that trying to dominate events goes against the current of the Tao. Because he believes in himself, he doesn't try to convince others. But he is content with himself. He doesn't need others' approval. Because he accepts himself, the whole world accepts him. If you close your mind in judgments and traffic with desires, your heart will be troubled. If you keep your mind from judging and aren't led by the senses, your heart will find peace. Seeing into darkness is clarity. Knowing how to yield is strength. Use your own light and return to the source of light. This is called practicing eternity. Fame or integrity, which is more important? Money or happiness? Which is more valuable? Success or failure? Which is more destructive? If you look to others for fulfillment, you will never truly be satisfied. If your happiness depends on money, you will never be happy with yourself. Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there's nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. The journey of 1,000 miles starts from beneath your feet. Rushing into action, you fail. Trying to grasp things, you lose them. Forcing a project to completion, you ruin what was almost ripe. Compassionate towards yourself, you reconcile all beings in the world. When people see some things as beautiful, other things become ugly. When people see some things as good, other things become bad. Being and non-being create each other. Difficult and easy support each other. Long and short define each other. High and low depend on each other. Before and after follow each other. The Tao does not take sides. It gives birth to both good and evil. The Master does not take sides. She welcomes both saints and sinners. In conflict, be fair and generous. In governing, don't try to control. In work, do what you enjoy. In family life, be completely present. When you are content to simply be yourself and don't compare or compete, everybody will respect you. Fill your bowl to the brim and it will spill. Keep sharpening your knife and it will blunt. Chase after money and security and your heart will never unclench. Care about other people's approval and you will be their prisoner. Do your work, then step back. The only path to serenity. Creating without possessing, acting without expecting, guiding without interfering. Immersed in the wonder of the Tao, you can deal with whatever life brings you. And when death comes, you are ready. The Master gives himself up to whatever the moment brings. He knows that he is going to die and has nothing left to hold on to. No illusions in his mind. No resistances in his body. He doesn't think about his actions. They flow from the core of his being. He holds nothing back from life. Therefore, he is ready for death. And as a man is ready for sleep after a good day's work. Well, I hope you enjoyed my condensed version of the Tao Teh Ching. You can find the Tao Teh Ching spelled Taoteh Ching. This is from the Stephen Mitchell translation, which is my favorite, but there are many translations, like 50. But for this particular translation, which is the easiest one to understand in English, you can find his book on Amazon and elsewhere. You can find my book, Eternal Conversations, on Amazon. The link is below. Or Immortalization, Best of Poetry, the link is below. Please listen to the Eternal Conversations podcast. Subscribe. Add any comments. I will answer your comments. You can also email me at eternalconversations@yahoo.com. And thank you very much. Love and light.